I'm your host, Logan23, joining me for Distant Shores, Chapter 7, Stranger Tides. Sign's Revenge is headed back to Tavern to stock up on supplies, with you at the helm. Be ready to bring her about on my mark. You're the navigator, Jenny. Get to the mainsail. I've got a handle on the cannons. Aye. Easy, Miss Bellamy. We're coming in fast. Give her a chance, Edward. She's proven herself more than capable. Grip the worn wood of the ship's wheel, keeping your eyes on the approaching landmass. We just have to wait until we pass the fishing boat on the right before we can turn to the harbor. High above you, Adelia and Axton dance along the main yard arm. Ready when you are, Peyton. Give the word and we'll furl the sail. Axton winks at his sister. Together! Now, they've certainly taken to life at sea. Watch out, Peyton, you're cutting it close. Fishing boat passes on your starboard side, revealing the entrance to the harbor behind it. Now, Axe, furl the sails, Ada. On it! You tighten your grip on the wheel. Left. Listen. Okay? Listen. I don't drive boats, okay? The ship starts to drift to the left towards an outcropping of rocks. Peyton, look out! She races over to grab the wheel. Poseidon's Revenge creaks as it adjusts scores. Sorry, my bad. You've got to pay more attention. Okay, you've got to learn how to drive a ship. I'm just still getting used to it. Maggie puts a comforting hand on your shoulder. Cheer up, Peyton. A bit more practice and you'll prove to be a better navigator than Kendrick yet. One can only hope. Edward gives a few more commands as the others finish mooring the ship. Maggie, tie the line. Henry, move those crates. Remember, everyone, we're here for a quick supply run before we head back out after the Admiral and his pirate exterminator. I come. Axton hangs from his knees from the rigging high above the deck and catches his sister's hand. He swings Adelia over to a rope and she slides down to land on the deck next to you. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is more fun than the circus. I knew you'd fit right in. Look out below! You gasp as Axton flips off the yardarm and sails through the air in a full shirt to break half his bones. Show off! Axe lands nimbly, tumbles forward in a somersault, and leaps to his feet to sweep a low bow to you. All in a day's work. You do realize the day has just started, right? Truly? Jenny and Jonas come up to stand by the railing. It's good to be home again. Aye, that it is. Charlie steps forward with her hands full of jingling little bags, which she tosses to each crew member in turn. Your shares from the last raid. More coins, catch. Don't spend it all in one place. Extra cakes for me. I could use a new handkerchief or kerchief. Or a fancy cravat. She straightens an imaginary tie around her neck and Henry guffaws. What about you, Peyton? What are you gonna spend your coin on? Me. I'd kill for some coffee. You think about your to-go order? Too bad that latte is centuries out of reach. Listen, this is where you adapt, okay? You adapt. Finish your test and enjoy your leave. We set sail at dawn and not a moment later. Hey, Captain. Notice how they keep inserting him in areas where he's not even resembling in conversational piece? You disembark with Adelia and Axton by your side, and the others close behind. I dare say, Axe, this village is adorable. I doubt we'll find an arsehole to swindle out of the whole lot. Even if you do, Tavern is under my protection. Even from your own crew? Especially from my own crew. Of course, Captain, 'twas only a joke. Edward turns away, but not before you spot a twinkle in his eye. Are you sure we can spare more coin for fresh food, Maggie? Henry, we've been over this. We never eat it fast enough, and it all goes to waste. Now, rum, that never goes bad, does it? A woman after my own heart. Can you just eat the fresh food while we're here, Henry?
It's not the same.
Okay, big guy. As you pass through the village, cruise your side, you can't help but notice the looks you keep getting. Is it? Ah, 'tis Peyton Bellamy. Is it just me or is everyone staring? Welcome to a live with circus performance, darling. Well, we can't help but attract every eye in the room, or on the docks. He gives a little wave to the tavern barkeep, and she blushes. Rumors of your misdeeds must have found their way back here, especially after you boarded that merchant ship like a seasoned privateer. I don't know how I feel about there being rumors about me. Oh god, should I be worried about altering history? What if I screw up the timeline? You're not that important. Like it or not, Miss Bellamy, they're talking about you now. The question is, what kind of stories do you want them to tell? As a pirate, I want to be known for my legacy. Square your jaw, thinking of your last audition back home, where the director kept thinking you were an extra. I want people to remember my name. Butterfly effect or no? Charlie grins and throws her arm around your shoulders, as if we could ever forget you. Aye, Miss Bellamy, you leave quite an impression. And I'm just getting started. Especially in the bedroom. I mean, the crew approaches the open-air market and begins to split up. Where is everyone going? We all have our orders. I don't. You did the work of bringing us into port, Miss Bellamy, so you've no assignment now. Then she can come with me. I have several contacts I must speak to. Besides, it's practically a tradition. A single occurrence does not make a tradition, Charlie. And perhaps Miss Bellamy would prefer to see another side of Turban. A more luxurious side. I do have business with the mayor. Both of those sound appealing.
And who's gonna come with me and help me pick up my supply?
Well, the poor lass can't be everywhere at once. What do you say, love? Who do you want to go with? Help Edward, Charlie, or both in their adventure into Burin in these exclusive scenes. Please? Tease, we're gonna help Edward first. I think I'll help Edward this time around. If you insist, Miss Bellamy, follow me. A flicker of a smile across Edward's face as you fall into step with him. What? What's with the smile? It's a rare moment where everything is going more or less according to plan. A wise pirate learns to savor those. Ah, so you're happy with the way things are going. All things considered, happy is an understatement. Wouldn't you say? Does that mean you're finally ready to answer some questions? Oh, do your worst, Miss Bellamy. The two of you have left the marketplace behind by now, the bustling streets quiet as you walk towards the manor on the hill. Okay, here's something you still haven't told me about. The Admiral. He tenses, but keeps his expression schooled. What about the Admiral? Well, for starters, why do you have to stop him? If he's so bad, can't we just tell the authorities? He is the authority in these waters. But doesn't he have a superior officer? He must have to answer to someone. Everyone with power to bring him to justice benefits from his crimes as well. I thought you hated him because he's brutal and hunts pirates like you, but the way you speak of him, it sounds like you know him. Did you work together or something? Edward, my good man, I've been waiting for you. As Edward turns to greet the newcomer, you lower your voice so only he can hear. I don't think you're getting out of answering my question. I wouldn't dream of it. Mayor, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. This is Peyton Bellamy, my companion. Lovely to meet you. I hope you don't mind that Edward and I have a bit of a business to attend to. Not at all. Just pretend I'm not even here. The man chuckles as he beckons the two of you into a spacious manner. You look around in awe as Edward and the mayor continue their conversation. Are these the new terms agreeable? I hate to bring this up, but some of my people are expressing doubt as to your crew's ability to hold up your end of the bargain. We've never failed before. You hard edge, and Edward's tone catches your attention. Aye, but circumstances have changed. What circumstances? Well, you must have known that we got word of a mutiny would get back to us. What if other crews sense weakness? Without your protection... You have our protection, sure. And it will be enough. No one would dare attack Tavern while we make our home here. The mayor casts a sideways glance at Edward, but he just crosses his arms over the chest. Miss Bellamy has the right of it. She speaks for the crew. In that case... The mayor smiles and holds his hands out wide, gesturing to his surroundings. I suppose we can continue as we have been. For now. Continue as we have been. That sounds like an excellent idea. I do so hate change. I couldn't have said it better myself. Half an hour later, you and Edward leave the mayor's mansion. You did well back there, Miss Bellamy. The mayor's not usually so agreeable. I'm glad you appreciate me, Edward, but don't think I've forgotten what we were talking about. He lets out a sigh, but the corner of his mouth turns up in a smirk. I know better than to assume that. And to answer your question, the Admiral and I did work together in a way. For a time, I thought our interests were aligned. I even obeyed his commands, a naive mistake for which I won't soon forgive myself. What happened? Enough, Miss Bellamy. Some history is too bleak for the retelling. He begins to walk away, and you grab his arm to stop him. Even though through his coat sleeve, you can feel the hardness of his muscles and the heat of his skin. You know you're going to have to tell me the truth eventually. The whole truth. Perhaps I'll fall in battle first. Edward. It was a joke. Charlie's not the only one with a sense of humor. You should stick to your strengths. Oh, and what might those be? Fishing for compliments, are we? From you, I can't seem to stop myself. Well, I must admit, I do find you rather charming. Edward leans closer to you, as if drawn in by an invisible force. He reaches for you, but hesitates, his hand a breath away from your cheek. I shouldn't. Edward, don't stop now. He braces his hand next to your head, his fingers splayed wide against the stone wall behind you. You can feel the heat radiating from his body along yours, and you long to close the gap between you. Miss Bellamy. You can almost feel his muscles tremble as he tries to restrain himself. Pete. The low growl of his voice is so distracting, it takes you a moment to realize. You said my name. I did. He looks almost as surprised as you. He finally lets his hand cup your cheek, and you lean into his touch. In another life, I do a good bit more than that. But in this one... He steps back again, visibly pulling himself back under control. I apologize, Miss Bellamy, truly. You don't have to say you're sorry. I want to understand why. Until the day I'd bring the Admiral to justice, my life is one of peril. The crew knows of the risks, but a woman I cared for... If the Admiral learned of her, she'd not be safe at the furthest corners of the world. Edward, that's bullshit. At least be honest, Edward. It's not me you're trying to protect, it's you. That's not true. I have no intention of trying to protect you. He squares his shoulders, his expression firming into resolve. I will protect you. You mutter under your breath. Yeah, well, I don't feel protected. Edward clears his throat. It is what it is, Miss Bellamy. You helped Edward conduct his business and learn more about his past. Not really. The two of you have turned the corner back to the main street to the marketplace when... Captain Edward, sir! Yes? It's the harbor master. He's demanding a double payment from the fishermen. Then even the mayor's guard can't talk his sense into him. Edward turns to you and offers him a small smile. Go. I'll find the others around here somewhere. Edward nods and then follows the other pirate through the market. He turns to give you one last look before disappearing into the crowd. Here, at least we go now to the more friendly one, yes. Find Charlie on the edge of the market. Wait for me. I knew you couldn't resist an adventure. Follow me. The sun is shining. The birds chirp as you walk back along the docks with Charlie. I can understand why the crew uses this place as a home base. Aye, it is a charming little bit of nowhere. Did you grow up near her? If only, I'm afraid. I grew up in a not at all charming bit of somewhere. Oh, I didn't mean to pry. Don't fret. I've heard a mysteriously tragic past is a boon when it comes to coaxing a smile from a charming lass. Maybe. If I see a charming lass, I'll let you know. She throws her head back and laughs. You grin at her reckless abandon. A smile from you is more than enough. I'll be sure to remember that. Your fingers brush against hers as you walk side by side, and a bolt of heat shivers up your spine. So the Poseidon's Revenge is your home now? Of course, and a finer one, I can imagine. For the time being, that is. You don't plan to stay? Well, I don't plan on giving my life an adventure up anytime soon, but sometimes I like to imagine finding my own charming bit of nowhere to put down a few roots. Perhaps I'll buy a tavern. Run a splendid tavern, don't you think? I don't know. Could you really be happy without the danger of the high seas? Oh, a proper pirate tavern has a fair share of danger. Mostly keeping the drunk pirates from killing one another and wasting all your good rum. That's very true. But what about, love? That's part of the dream, isn't it? Riches, an endless supply of good rum, and a woman who wants to share it all with you. That does sound nice. Close your eyes and try to picture it, but visions of the future fog up the view. If only my life could be that simple. Aye, here we are. Charlie leads you into a small apothecary shop. The smell of herbs and spices envelops you as soon as you step inside. Charlie, welcome back. I was hoping you'd show your beautiful face today. I never disappoint you, Eleanor. Now, what do you have for me? And look around the shop as Charlie inspects some vials and potions. The pharmaceutical industry has sure come a long way in the past 200 years. Look around the mysterious liquid. A pretty flower. Pretty flower is probably the most dangerous thing you can touch in a shop like this. The mysterious liquid in a container. Don't touch that! Okay, or that too. You whisk your hand away sheepishly. Sorry, I was just looking. Look with your eyes, love, especially around poisonous plants. See? See? I didn't touch the bloody plant. I touched a vial. Right. As I was saying, here's that sleep draught you requested, Charlie. One sip of this, and no matter of ship creaking will wake you. Excellent. Should I be worried about your plans for that? Always. Now, do you want anything while we're here? Eleanor can make a potion for any occasion. Flatterer. What about something to take me home? Country roads. To make someone fall in love. I have just the thing for that. Your ducks under a counter, then pops up a moment later with a bottle of rum. Not exactly what you had in mind. Charlie chuckles. Aye, if used correctly, there's no better love potion in all the land. You hand over a few coins with a smile. Thanks, Eleanor. Soon, you and Charlie wave goodbye to Eleanor and resume your walk along the docks. Did we get everything you needed? Almost. Quick as a whip, Charlie loops her arm through yours and whirls you into a nearby alley. Her back thumps against the stone wall as she pulls you close. I'm starting to suspect Ryder was right all along. I think you've bewitched me. What if it's not witchcraft at all? You draw closer and closer until the two of you are breathing the same air. What if it's just us? Then might maybe more dangerous than magic. She cups your cheek, her thumb running gently along your lower lip. Her voice drops to a husky whisper. Do you feel the sparks? Her kiss starts sweet, the softest brush of her mouth over yours. Warmth floods you, but it's nothing compared to the dizzying rush of heat as her tongue teases across your lips, coaxing them to part. So sweet. Your breath catches as her hand travels up your sides, teasing and stroking until they find a patch of bare skin. Charlie. A loud bleat interrupts you, and you look over just in time to see a goat running by. Listen, Lucifer, it's not the time right now, okay? I'll get back to you. Whoa. Get back here, you fool animal! Charlie grins at you. Then I'd best see if I can help. Should I... No, should be simple enough task. You return to the market and enjoy the best of your day. See you aboard the ship. Charlie gives you a little salute before disappearing after the goat and its owner. You return to the main street to the marketplace and lift your face to the sky, enjoying the warm Caribbean sun. You find Henry back among the market stalls. So, what are we picking up?
Food.
Well, yes, but what kind?
The kind you can eat.
Bite your lip to hold back a laugh. Would you like a cheeseburger?
What's a cheeseburger?
Oh, you sweet innocent man. Okay, not in the mood for conversation. I get it, no problem. You fall silent, watching Henry go back about his business and offering to carry supplies when necessary. Soon you pass by a familiar tailor shop. Inside, bold colors of beautiful cloth catch your eye. You look down at your outfit. The wear and tear of the sea is starting to take its toll. Oh, bullshit! I wonder if Grace has anything new for me. We literally look like a pirate ninja. Leave me the fuck alone, Pixelberry. You turn to Henry. Give me a minute, would you? Grunts in response, and you're not entirely sure he heard you at all.
I could eat this. What about that?
You enter the shop and are immediately greeted by Grace. Peyton, so nice to see you again. She eyes you, her gaze lingering on your worn linens. Oh, worn, Maya. Are you in the market for something? Maybe, depends on what you've got. Grace nods and turns to the rack, smuttering to herself. How's Hugh? Keeping me as busy as ever. He's been swordplay. He says he wants to. A rematch, by the way. Anytime. I think this is... yes, this one. Grace holds up an outfit fit for a pirate queen. You can't help but admire the bold colors and sleek leather design. Well, I don't know what to say. Well, then won't be a fiercer pirate on the seas. Try it on. Unlock this outfit to give yourself an edge as you set sail again. Ah yes, I feel really fierce. We're going from Black Ninja Pirate to colorful Pirates of the Caribbean. Wow, I don't think I've ever looked this good. The craftsmanship is superb, but more than that, it fits as though it was made for you. Thank you, Grace. Trust me, it's my pleasure. She bundles up your old clothes for you, and you pay her with a few coins. You start to move towards the door, but stop in your tracks when Grace calls out to you. Oh, and one more thing before you go, Peyton. There's a stranger in town asking questions about Poseidon's revenge. He seems to be a pirate, but no one recognizes him. I thought Edward should be aware. Thanks, Grace. I'll let him know. Pirate hunter's friend or some shit. You leave the tailor shop behind, but Grace's warning is still ringing through your mind. I wonder who the stranger is. You wanted to buy through the market, still awestruck by the bright fruits and whole spices usually only seen in plastic packages at the grocery store. You're lingering by a melon stand when a shout interrupts your thoughts. Stop! Thief! A young man pushes past you, a purse jingling with coins hanging from his hands. Out of my way! You stumble back, arms windmilling as you try to catch yourself. Oof! I should balance. Manage to find your balance before you go sprawling onto the ground. Impressive footwork you've got there. An unfamiliar man with a British accent gives you an appraising look, and you're not quite sure what to make of it. Thanks, are you? Someone stop that man! The merchant's shout breaks the moment, causing both of you to spring apart. You spot the thief disappearing around the corner. That way. You're around the corner with the stranger close behind. There, on the other side of the market. Oh! The thief rushes away with a long market stall between you and him. Jump over the stall, slide under the stall, jump over. You take a flying leap through the air and land on top of the stall table. Oi! Sorry. You run across the length of the table and jump down on the other side, closing the distance between you and the thief. Gotta keep my eyes on the prize. You burst through the other end of the market and find yourself in the village square. Do you see him? Glance around frantically. This idiot. You can tell by his nicely done dress wear. You spot the young man in the crowd and point him out. You, stop! Oh, you! Gave chase, and the other bystanders notice your shouts. Help us stop that thief! Another merchant reaches out to trip the man, and he goes sprawling to the ground. The purse of coins skitters out of reach. Whoa! I'll take that. Purse of coins rescued. He tosses you a jaunty salute. I'm much obliged, you miss. For the first time, you have a chance to really get a good look at the stranger. Very well dressed for a pirate. Interesting. The man is dressed in the clothes of a pirate, but it's the eyes that catch your breath away. His gaze locks on yours with an intensity at odds with his happy-go-lucky demeanor, and then he looks away. Is that the stranger Grace was talking about? There you are! How dare you steal from me, customer! As the merchant approaches, his face like thunder, the thief tries to jump up and get away. But the stranger catches him by the back of the shirt. Oh, no you don't. The man offers the merchant the purse of coins. Here, I've captured the thief and rescued your coin. He shoots you a wink out of the corner of his eye. With a bit of help, of course. Honestly, I'd help you any day of the week. Just tell me when and where and I'll be there. I may just take you up on that. The name's Oliver, by the way. Peyton Bellamy. Oliver grins at you, then turns back to the merchant. Now, will you tell me? Oi, what about me? The merchant slaps the thief on the back of the head. You lost your right to speak when you made off with Miss Hernandez's purse, you lousy thief. I catch you around me stall again, I'm calling the magistrate. Yes, sir. The merchant sends the thief off with a swift kick to the backside. He begrudgingly addresses the stranger. Thanks for retrieving me a customer's property, but I still can't answer your question. Now, if you need anything else. I don't know that I tell you, since you're the most unhelpful so far. If this is the man Grace was talking about, maybe this is my chance to get some info on him. But I can't let him catch on to me. Can you at least tell me? No, I don't know you. You caught in between the two men as casually as you can. Excuse me, is there anything I can do for you? Oliver eyes you with renewed interest. Oh, could you help me with the information I seek? I don't know. People around here value their privacy. So I'm learning, but I could make it worth your while. I'm listening. He sweeps a bow. But I am but a lowly pirate without a crew, and I would like to remedy that. I see. And your plan is just to ask to join one? I don't think you'll have much luck if that's your approach. Naturally, I assumed I'd have to prove my worth in some way first, but in my experience, pirate crews are always looking for new recruits. I heard that many a crew take port in Tavern, and I was hoping to catch one or two in the act, as it were. Ye heard wrong. We ain't seen a black flag in these waters in years. The merchant locks eyes with you, and you nod almost impracticably. And we'd prefer to keep it that way. Oliver looks at you, and then the merchant, and back at you, he sighs. Very well, I can see I've hit a wall. I suppose I'll just have to find a passage to the next port. Hope to have better luck there. If he's leaving already, then maybe we're in the clear. In the meantime, or not. I've been dying for a decent pie. Would either of you be willing to point me in the nearest direction of the tavern? Oliver looks at the merchant, but he just huffs and walks away. Only a fool drinks beer instead of rum in the Caribbean. Oliver turns back to you, his eyes glinting with amusement. Well, Peyton, you are my only hope in this matter, and I would love the opportunity to get to know you better. You eye the stranger, still not quite sure what to make of him. He claims he wants to leave the island soon, but the only way to make sure of that is to stick with him. You let your gaze roam over him, taking your time to drink him in. And I definitely wouldn't mind spending more time with him. He's not a real pirate. Just saying. If it's ale you want, I know just the place. Oh, then by all means, lead the way. Soon you and Oliver are at the tavern. I need to come up with some sort of plan of attack here. How am I going to get the information I need out of him? Your gaze falls on the barrels and barrels of alcohol stacked up behind the bar. Well, first things first, he did ask for a pint. This way. The bartender greets you with a smile as soon as you approach. It'll be, Peyton. I'll have a rum and a pint for my friend here. Coming right up. As she turns away to get your drinks, Oliver leans against the bar. Ah, friend, eh? Seemed like the easier explanation. And what am I truly to you? Right now I'd say you'll be more than a friend by the end of the night. He grins. My anticipation only grows. Soon your drinks arrive. Oliver lifts his tankard to you. Cheers! Get to know each other. His eyes glint mischievously before he drains nearly half the pint in one gulp. He lowers the tankard with a deep, propitiative sigh. Oh, I'm in your tune of servitude, Peyton. You must really like beer. Oh, Jesus Christ, if you call rum beer one more time, me and you're gonna throw down. I do. A trait I inherited from my father, I believe. Oh, is he a pirate too? You eye him carefully, noting the way his pint hesitates, ever so slightly as he brings it to his lips again. He takes another long sip before answering. You could say I joined the family business. Aye, it's in my blood. But I believe it's your turn to answer some questions. Who said we were taking turns? Polite society. And you're with a pirate. This is not polite society. Get the hell out of here. Raise an eyebrow and then look around the Rocket's Tavern. I don't think we're in polite society, Oliver. I'll answer your question anyway. Maybe a tit for tat will get him to open up more. Excellent, so tell me, Peyton, where's your home? You want to know where I'm from? Aye, you have an accent I can't quite place. And I'll be honest, it's been bothering me ever since we met. I'm from... London. Somewhere you've never heard of. Oh, come now, you can't possibly know that. I've heard of a lot of places. Trust me, my hometown isn't one of them. Alright, no matter. Well, if you insist on keeping your secrets, then to tell me this, what brought you here? A ship? As I deduced as much. Given this is an island, more specifically which ship, I'm in the market for a crew, if you remember. Buy some time by taking a sip of your drink, weighing your own options. Make up a ship name. If you must know, I sail on the North Star. I'm the navigator. A navigator by trade, eh? No wonder you could guide me to a cold pint. And I could navigate you to the exit if I must. Oh, of that I have no doubt. Oliver finishes his beer and rests his chin on his hand, leaning towards you. Come closer, Peyton, and ask me another question. And you'll tell the truth this time? Aye, this game of ours isn't any fun if we don't tell the truth. In that case, why are you so interested in me? How do you mean? You're not just asking questions to get to know me. There's more to it than that, I can tell. He takes a deep breath. You're fascinating. Peyton, I swear I've never met another soul like you. Right. But if we're being honest... As then shouts break out as the front door's kicked in. You look over in time to see the Royal Navy officer burst into the tavern. Halt, in the name of His Majesty! Oh, for the love of... rap. Chaos erupts as the officer charges, and the pirates fight back, till he hisses for your attention from behind the bar. Peyton, this way! I still don't trust him. After me. You sneak behind the counter to join the barkeep, barely sparing a glance back to see if Oliver is following you. He hurries you through the hidden door behind a barrel of ale and starts to close it. This will lead you out to the near docks. Behind her, you can hear the officers shouting at the other patrons. Out of my way! Tilly. Don't worry about us, Peyton. We take care of our own. You nod, she closes the door, trapping you and Oliver in the secret passage below the tavern. Stay close. The two of you race through the corridor. You try to mentally map the tunnels with the streets overhead. Turn right. Finally, you reach a door. You listen carefully, and you can just make out the sound of waves on the other side. I think this is it. Oliver pulls out a dagger from his waistband and then nods at you to open the door. With a gleam of the moonlight reflected on the water, illuminating the entire town, including...
Spread out, keep searching. Those scum are hiding somewhere.
Oliver pulls you into a shadowed alcove as a group of Navy officers rushes past. Your heart pounds heavily in your chest as you look up at him. I don't think he spotted us. Yes, we're safe. Your breathless voice hitches as the adrenaline pumps through your veins. Oliver standing so close, and you press your hands to his chest. No. You're too close. My apologies, darling. You chose tight quarters for our desperate flight. I know, I'm sorry. Oliver steps away roughly, his expression fierce.
No, do not apologize to me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Peyton. Oliver, I regret lying to you, but I would regret it more if I were to delay my confession under the moment. Confession? What does that mean? I'm not a pirate, Peyton. Oh no, a chill washes over you. I'm a lieutenant in the Royal Navy, and I'm here for the Poseidon's revenge. Oh no! Clearly, oh man, the shock on my face. The shock. The sheer and utter shock. I am just so shocked right now. How many of you are shocked that way too? I was gonna, if they keep playing this folly, I was gonna announce it at the end of the video here, but I was like, oh, hey, Pixelberry just went ahead and bluffed. And then called their own bluff. It's stupid. It really is stupid, but okay. At least we could have some suspense, maybe seduce the foreign officer and make him want us, and then if we treated him right, and then make him turn, coat, and, because the British suck. At least in this time and era. Not now. But I'm just saying. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my content. I'll be streaming Animal Crossing later this evening. Please feel free to tune into that. Also some Fallout 76 too. Have a lot of fun. We have friends tune in, we visit islands, the whole 9 yards. And then if we're doing 76, we got friends and whatnot that tune in for that and play with us. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get to know me, get the whole 9 yards. Anyway, catch you all later. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay home. Peace.